guys, I've been getting lit up here.
No,
Email,
not this one, not this
Twitter,
one.
people
Excuse
asking,
stop.
is this real or is this fake? Now, I can't answer all the questions out there, but what I want to do is...
That one. Okay.
This is Dabu7, and I want to share with you here some footage that is pretty compelling. This is in regards to the Louisiana flooding that took place. Now, we also had the mayor come out and say that a lot of the flooding was man-made, but I want you to pay attention to these spots where you see these plumes coming up, and also pay attention to the time. And watch how it grows and how it affects the weather. You see how these pop off? These pop at the exact same time, these areas, within minutes of each other, coming out of all these regions. Now, at the heart of all this, you can see that there are power plants. And what easier way to inject the atmosphere with whatever you want to inject it with than to do so from these massive plumes at these power plants, of which we have no real idea what is coming out of those smokestacks. Now, what is really interesting here, and Western Canada Ghost Satellite took some time to painstakingly assemble all of this together and to point all of this out, and he sent it to me and was like, check this out. And I have to say, what it shows is that many of the plumes are being released at the same time, timed out, and then they'll go dead. And then they'll kick back up in the heart of these same areas, producing more. You can see here, again. And then it starts to bleed out. It's more and more and more. You can see here, it begins again. All of this happening at the same time, hitting the atmosphere. So in terms of geoengineering and manipulating the weather, it does look like these plumes coming from the power plants are affecting the weather. You can see it right here. Once the plumes take off, this is the end result. The whole area covered with this here. Then this is mixing in with the clouds, and if it has the right chemicals, it can produce copious amounts of rain. So I thought it was really interesting here to see this in motion. And let me take it back here, and I'll leave a link so you guys can watch this whole thing as it unfolds. Take it back to the beginning here. And make sure to subscribe to his channel over here with the work, but you can see these areas right there, and you just start to see that where all these plumes start to pop up from are in these areas right here, right here, approximate. I mean, look at it. Look at this. It's definitely affecting the weather. So I guess now, the mission would be to try to get some for sure tests on the emissions, the stuff that's coming out of these power plants. Because if it's laced with cloud-seeded technology or anything to make it rain, they could literally be doing this. And the one thing that this does prove, as you can see the time running here, is that many of these plumes are being let off at the exact same times, meaning that it's orchestrated. Very interesting, if you ask me. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description box. And we'll update for sure with more as I come across it. It's been Dabu7.
Here are the links down here. That one. Oh, poo. What happened? It's Edmonton Weather Modifications. Edmonton. Weather Modification. It's Facebook. This must be his page right here. Turn it sideways, let me see. Yes, this is it. Edmonton Weather Modifications. You may want to join his YouTube channel. But actually, the emissions from these plants do not have to be seeded. They were chemtrailing overhead with 6 planes at a time. I have video of that. These plumes, just like rainwater accumulates in condensation, with heat it rises up. It was enough water in those plumes to rise up to make rain clouds, plus seed it with whatever the chemtrails are laying. There's another video that explains it, like with a tea kettle going off and the steam and stuff that occur. These plumes could have produced all these water clouds alone without any seeding. But like I said, they were chemtrailing, laying no telling what kind of seeding crap. People, wake up.